Polar bears, the majestic rulers of the Arctic, are among the most awe-inspiring creatures on our planet. Known scientifically as Ursus maritimus, or maritime bear, they are not just a symbol of Arctic wilderness, but also a fascinating species with a unique set of adaptations and behaviors. In this comprehensive exploration, we'll delve into the world of polar bears, uncovering 20 interesting and fun facts that highlight why these animals are so special and worthy of our attention and protection. Firstly, polar bears are the largest land carnivores in the world. Male polar bears, also known as boars, can weigh between 770 to 1,500 pounds, with some exceptionally large males exceeding this range. Females, known as sows, are about half the size of males, typically weighing 330 to 650 pounds. This size difference is one of the most significant sexual dimorphisms of any mammal species. Despite their large size, polar bears are exceptional swimmers, a trait that earns them the title of maritime bear. They can swim for days and hundreds of miles without rest. This ability is vital for traveling between ice floes and finding food. Their large, slightly webbed paws, which can be up to 12 inches wide, act like natural paddles, aiding in their swimming. The primary diet of polar bears is seals, particularly ringed and bearded seals. They rely on sea ice as a platform from which to hunt seals, waiting patiently at seal breathing holes or breaking into their dens. This hunting method requires a great deal of patience and skill, as well as a keen understanding of their prey's habits. One of the most fascinating aspects of polar bears is their fur. While it appears white and blends perfectly with the icy surroundings, it's actually translucent. The hairs are hollow, and they reflect visible light, much like snow and ice. Underneath this insulating fur, their skin is black, helping them to absorb sunlight and stay warm in the cold Arctic climate. Polar bears are well adapted to their frigid environment. They have a thick layer of body fat, sometimes measuring more than 4 inches, which provides buoyancy and insulation. This fat layer is essential for their survival in the extreme cold and also during fasting periods. Regarding reproduction, polar bears have a unique breeding behavior. Mating occurs on sea ice between March and June, but the fertilized eggs do not implant immediately. Instead, they enter a state of suspended development until the fall, when the female begins to make a den in the snow. Polar bear cubs are born in the winter, typically between December and January, in a snow den their mother constructs. At birth, they are blind, toothless, and covered in a light downy fur. They are entirely dependent on their mother for warmth and food. A mother typically gives birth to twins, though single or triplet births are not uncommon. Cubs stay with their mother for about 2.5 years, during which they learn essential survival skills. This extended care is crucial for their survival in the harsh Arctic environment. The bond between a mother and her cubs is strong and enduring, showcasing a more tender side to these often perceived solitary hunters. Polar bears are primarily solitary animals, except for mothers with cubs or during mating season. They roam large territories, which can be as large as several hundred square miles, depending on the availability of food and ice. Interestingly, polar bears do not hibernate in the traditional sense. While pregnant females enter a den to give birth and may remain there for several months, they are not true hibernators. Other adult polar bears remain active throughout the year, enduring the harsh Arctic winter. The sense of smell of a polar bear is exceptionally keen, arguably the best of any bear species. They can detect the scent of a seal on the ice from almost a mile away and under several feet of compacted snow. This remarkable sense is crucial for their survival as apex predators in the Arctic. Polar bears have an extraordinary lifespan for a large carnivore. In the wild, they can live up to 25 years, with some individuals in captivity living even longer. However, reaching such an age in the wild is quite rare and a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Climate change poses a significant threat to polar bears. As the Arctic warms and sea ice melts, their habitat shrinks, making it harder for them to find food and survive. The loss of sea ice also impacts their breeding and denning habits, posing a significant challenge to their future survival. Polar bears are excellent climbers, despite their size and the slippery environment they inhabit. They have been observed climbing steep snowbanks and ice cliffs, a skill that can be useful for escaping threats or exploring new areas. In addition to their swimming and climbing abilities, polar bears are also capable of running at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour over short distances. This speed is useful for chasing prey or escaping danger. The paw pads of polar bears are covered in small bumps known as papillae, which provide traction on the ice. Between their toes, they have a thick layer of fur, which helps to keep their feet warm and provides additional grip on the ice. Polar bears have no natural enemies and sit at the top of the Arctic food chain. The only real threat to an adult polar bear is another polar bear. They can be territorial and may fight for access to mates, food, or prime habitat areas. Despite their solitary nature, polar bears have been observed playing and engaging in social interactions, particularly young bears. These playful behaviors are thought to be important for developing hunting and survival skills. Polar bears are known to travel great distances in search of food and suitable habitat. They have been recorded traveling over 1,000 miles in a single journey, showcasing their incredible endurance and adaptability. In some indigenous cultures of the Arctic, polar bears are revered and respected animals. They are seen as powerful spiritual symbols and are often featured in myths, stories, and artwork. Conservation efforts for polar bears are focused on protecting their habitat and addressing climate change. This includes international agreements to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and efforts to minimize human-bear conflicts in the Arctic. If you learned something from this video, please leave a comment below, click the like button, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.